Good morning, everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on with me this morning. You know, have you heard? It's the end of the real estate agent, right? My gosh, this stuff's been going on for decades, folks. Don't get too worried. But how about Opendoor? They're opening their own real estate company, right? Zillow doing the same thing, starting their own real estate brokerage. They're going to compete. Right? Okay. OfferPad doing the same thing. How about all the cheap discount brokerages out there? I'll sell your house for $500. I'll give you back half my commission at closing. All this crap, right? It's the end of the real estate agent, isn't it? Well, hold on a second. Before we start getting too dramatic here, let's take a look at something. Yesterday, I was reading an article from Steve Murray, who's the president of Real Trends, and Steve says this. Listen to this. Listen to this carefully. This is your career. Steve says, as Redfin discovered, having a strong website and offering significantly discounted commissions does not overcome the consumer's desire to know their agent. Some of our own employees at Real Trends raved about Redfin's website, then chose their own agent, not a Redfin agent, went out and chose their own agent through relationship channels. They chose the agent based on who they knew. Steve goes on to point out that the Harris Insight studies, both of 2014 and 2018, showed that approximately 2/3, now listen to this, folks, pay attention to me right now, stop multitasking. This is important to you. This is everything. We've got to understand this. The Harris Insight studies of 2014 and again in 2018 show that approximately 2/3 of all consumers chose to work with an agent that they know or was recommended to them. 2 out of 3. There's little movement away from consumers choosing their agent based on some type of relationship. This has been proven over and over again. Hey, Zillow, you want to get into the real estate business? Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Opendoor, OfferPad, all you discounted cheapo brokerages out there, you want to do what I do? Bring it on. I'm going to whoop your ass. And here's why. Because we're out there. Tell me that you're doing this. We're out there building relationships with groups of people every day. That's my job. 2 or 3 years ago, I had a chance to attend Zillow's annual conference, and I had a chance to have lunch with their CEO at the time. And he said a very interesting thing to me. I thought it was interesting coming from the CEO of Zillow. He said, you know, Mike, agents think we're trying to compete against them. And I said, yeah, they absolutely do, and you are. He said, no, we're not. Now, I think fast forward to today, they probably are, but at the time, he could make a contention that they weren't. No, we're not trying to compete against the agent, Mike. We actually think the agent is our customer. But even if we wanted to compete with them, we don't think we can. Now, that, to me, is a fascinating thing for the CEO of Zillow to say. Even if we wanted to compete with the agent, we don't think we can. So I said, why is that? Why don't you think you can compete? He goes, because you live with these people. You're in the community with them. You go to church with them. Your kids attend school together. You live down the street. You're in the same civic and social clubs together. We can't get inside those relationships. And the whole time he was saying this to me, all I could think was, gosh, if that was only true. If we were only out there doing what you think we're out there doing, that's right, nobody would ever be able to compete against us. Folks, you're scared of Zillow or the big iBuyers? You think that they're coming for you and this is going to be the end of the real estate agent? If you're out there building relationships with people and creating a following, they don't stand a chance against you. But are you doing that each and every day? Today, what's your plan for that? Are you involved in networking groups? Do you have a networking opportunity every day? And are you hyper involved in those groups? And then are you following up with people and staying in the flow with them? Do you have a robust follow-up campaign with everybody in your network? Are you using social media to build credibility, to become the top-of-mind credible expert? Are you using video every day in your business to allow people the opportunity to get to know you? Because if you're not doing these things, then you're going to have to go toe-to-toe with that 1/3 of consumers who are responding to ads. And you're going to have to go toe-to-toe with these big players, these Wall Street funded groups. And you're going to have a very hard time competing against them. And I'm not. I'm just going to build relationships in the neighborhood where I live, the church that I attend, for me, my golf club, my Rotary Club, my leads groups that I'm in, my civic organizations that I'm participating in. I'm doing this every day. And all these groups of people, I'm getting really involved with them. And I'm getting in the flow of their lives with them. And then I look at Zillow and I go, bring it on, baby. Bring it on. I'm going to whoop your ass up and down the street. Strong language, that's how I think. Folks, they can't compete with you if we do our jobs, which is to go out there and build relationships with people today. You know my way of saying it? I'm going to close with that again today. To go make it happen for yourself today.